So at this particular juncture, we've had all the storytellers.
Hi everyone, my name is Patrick Soremba and I'm the founder and lead Mediapreneur Hub. Mediapreneur Hub is a collaborative hub that is supporting digital transformation in media. And how we do this is we train young students or media scholars in mobile journalism, and we equip them with skills that they use to tell impactful stories.
This is a very interesting event. This is a media megastar. We're giving in the awards for the participants who did participate in the different categories of the competition.
What motivated me to participate was because I'm one of the victims of COVID-19. I saw people in my community suffer the same challenges I underwent. I decided to take part in the Mediapreneurs competition. COVID-19 had a very great impact on the education system, especially in Uganda. You realize that schools had to close down. So as
I always have this desire to tell stories, and when Mediapreneur Hub came up with that contest, I just thought I would take part in it.
So my story basically looks at something beyond even what we are looking at right now. What happens to a Ugandan student that has sat home since March of 2020, or a teacher that has not taught since March of 2020? Here it goes. By now you should probably know how enormously COVID-19 has affected the education in Uganda, with thousands of school-going girls getting pregnant, some private school teachers carrying on to other jobs, and a percentage of learners not being able to afford online classes.
I think it is an amazing opportunity for those who are coming into the profession to practice an out-of-the-box approach to storytelling. And I think that is a fantastic opportunity because from what I understand, it seems obvious that schools at the moment have ignored that side of storytelling and they are going with the conventional approach to storytelling. So I think that this platform is a very welcome venture, especially at about this time of our country, A, and B, of the world.
Solution journalism. We are finding it very easy now to generate, in other words, information and also disseminate information, because the device you need are basically mobile devices. You really don't need to have, you don't need to have a particular place. A particular space or place where you have to sit every time.
The reason why we created this competition is because we wanted to hear many of the untold stories, but also we wanted to create a face of hope and positivity. And we knew that there were lots of solutions that were down there in communities despite the challenges.
You can never become a copy because you are not designed to be a copy. The designer had no intention of making copies.
I have learned that research is key, and also it is vital to have the right kind of information. Not all information that you see out there is right or verified.
If you move around cities like where I was in Dubai, you see literally every building looks different. Here, every building looks like the other because we just don't want to task our minds. Including people who have money and can pay for architects. They'll call an architect and say, no, let me drive you to a house that I want you to build. I saw a very nice house, let's go to Kororo. Lazy! Why don't you just construct your own? So let me speak to the 20% of you in this room. Go home. If you believe in God like I do, get your mobile phone and say, God, I know you created me with an ability to be innovative. I want you to show me what I can do with my mobile phone that will be a game changer in this space of storytelling.
I think if you want to be in the media, number one, you've got to be passionate. You've got to do this because you want it so bad, not to do it because of what it gives you. Now, that usually is where the difference is. And two, you have to feel for the end product. If you tell stories It shouldn't be a story because there's an assignment. It should be a story because at the end of your story, there's something you want to see change. I want to see the thinking of young people in this country change. I think, and I might be wrong, that there's a lot of pedestrian thinking in this country. And one of the reasons I'm in the media is at the end, when I finish probably in my 70s or 80s, that I'll be able to see that Ugandans have started to see things a little different from how they have hitherto been able to see them.
If you have been watching the news, or if you watched the news, you saw that very many ladies lost their lives trying to access clinics to give birth. So there was high mortality rate during COVID-19, especially in the first lockdown. Then we see a lot of school dropouts. Like you mentioned, Mercy, before you're a woman, you're a girl. So if you see a girl dropping out of school, that is an impact on a woman. That's an impact on a child who would have become a great woman.
Why this opportunity is important to me, because I believe it's going to help me advance in my journalism and communication career, and I also believe it's going to open up many opportunities. If I'm to look at my university alone, and if you're to gather so many universities across Uganda, we are so many students. So I believe this opportunity is one of the best that I can use to advance my career path.
The advice I have for youth is not to sit back. Use the gadgets you have, which is your phone and your brain.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Mediapreneur Hub Uganda. Thank you so much to all the participants that took part in this competition. They're all winners in their own right, and I wish you all the very best.
We envision to keep this going because the Megastars is going to be an annual event where media students are going to use their mobile journalism skills to participate and create stories. And in this way, we assume and envision that we will be able to tell more solution stories, we'll be able to share the pains, and also we'll be able to share the actual data and numbers that speak to the problem in the community.